सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुपरम्पराय नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। हरिः ॐ। समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरम् न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति परां गतिम्। Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, 28th number verse. It is told, verily seeing the same God equally existent everywhere, he does not injure the self by the self, and so goes to the supreme goal. That I will elaborate little later. And yada sarve pramuchyante kama yesya hridhi sthitaah athamartyo bhavati atra brahma samashnute. Yada sarve pramuchyante, when all the desires of the heart are burnt away, the individual becomes immortal while living and attains Brahman even in the body. So now the thing is, we have come a long way in our discussion on the system of Advaita Vedanta. From bondage to liberation, the author of Tattvabodha has taken us a full circle. Having discussed liberation in life and the qualifications of a liberated individual, now we are going to discuss that how one become illumined and what is his attitude, how Jivanmukta behaves. Today we will see in little details, if Guru and Govinda permits us. Swami Vivekananda, as young Narendranath Datta, was ever eager to know the truth. He went to very great person of his times, Maharshi Devendranath Tagore, and so on, father of Rabindranath Tagore, and so many great spiritual personalities on his time. So, why he used to go? To ask the same question he had Have you seen God? Nobody replied properly. At last, he was advised by his professor and came to Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Swami Vivekananda tells about his experience that I crept near him and asked him the question which I had asked so often. Have you seen God, sir? Yes, yes, my child. I see him just as I see you here, only in a much intenser sense. God can be realized. And Ramakrishna Dev went on. One can see and talk to him as I am seeing and talking to you. But who cares, my child? People shed torrents of tears for their wife and children, for wealth and property. But who does not for the sake of God? If one weeps sincerely for him, he surely manifests himself. That impressed Swami Vivekananda or Narendranath Datta at once. Then Narendranath narrated again that for the first time I found a man who dared to say that he had seen God. That religion was reality to be felt, to be sensed, in an infinitely more intense way than we can sense the world. As I heard these things from his lips, I could not but believe that he was saying, not like an ordinary preacher, but from the depths of his own realization. So the thing is, that concept, Bhagwan Sri Ramakrishna कभी कभार बोलते थे कि ईश्वर दर्शन ही मनुष्य जीवन का उद्देश्य है और मैंने ईश्वर को देखा है more intense, that is the thing, more in an intense way as I am seeing you, that is the point. Yesterday we saw the jnanam is three kinds: direct perception, indirect perception, and aparoksha jnanam, immediate knowledge. That is the thing. That more intense means when I see myself, my existence, here seeing don't take the literal meaning. It's the realization. It's something happens when in meditation, if anyone does Vedantic meditation, I think at least for a moment you could understand. That is aparoksha jnana. That is aparoksha jnana. That Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna wanted to mean, wanted to teach. That to know our intrinsic nature, to know our Swarupa is the aim of our life. And that he has narrated in his own colloquial village language, Ishwar Darshani Jivaner Uddesho. He never told that Mother Kali will dance in front of you. When we are claiming that the same God is everywhere, or Mamatma Sarvabhutatma, it means, and when we will be eager to see that God, means eager to see ourselves. And what is God? God is truth alone. Means eager to know the truth, the true nature of ourselves. Clear? Experience is the best teacher. All great teachers always stressed on personal experience. Therefore, it is certain that you won't be able to know the Atman or Atma, the essence of intelligence, through the mind. You have to go beyond the mind. For only the Atma exists there. There the object of knowledge becomes the same as the instrument of knowledge. The knower, knowledge, and the instrument of knowledge become one and the same. It is therefore that the Shruti says, Vijñātamare kena vijñāyat. Through what are you know the eternal subject? Through what are you to know the eternal subject? The real fact is that there is a state, that there is a state you have to go beyond the mind, for only the Atma exists there. There the object of knowledge becomes the same as the instrument of knowledge, where knower, knowledge, and instrument of knowledge become one. Through what are you to know the eternal subject? The real fact is that there is a state beyond the conscious plane where there is no duality of the knower, knowledge, and the instrument of knowledge, etc. When the mind is merged, that state is perceived. I say it is perceived because there is no other to express, word to express that state. Language cannot express that state. Kenopanishad 1.3, beautiful mantra. 1.2 also beautiful. If you allow me, I can chant from mantra number 1. Om kene shitam patati preshitam manah kena pranah prathamah praiti yukta kene shitam vachamimam vadanti chakshusrotram kaudeva yunakti. Then the main thing started. Srotrasya srotram manaso manoyat vacho havacham sau pranasya pranaha chakshusas chakshuratirmuchya dhiraha pretyasman lokad amrita bhavanti. But my today's point is now, na tatra chakshur gacchati. Please pay attention. I think its translation is not needed. What is Atma? Na tatra chakshur gacchati. Eyes can't perceive it. Means dejecting the sense organs, the organs of knowledge. Then navagacchati, speech cannot reach there. Means karmendriya or organ of actions have been dejected. Na manaha, sukshma sharira, subtle body has been dejected. Na vidmaha na vijaniyat yatha etad anushishyad anyadev tad viditat atho aviditat adhi iti shusruma purvesham yenastadvyacha chakshire. So that is the point. That Atma is not the object of knowledge. Atma is the subjective knowledge. So, as it is not the object of knowledge, so the instruments also can't reach there, because instruments only go there and collects the information. Instrument here, subject goes to find object. But when my object of knowledge is subject itself, then who will find whom? Bhagavad Pad Acharya Shankara has styled at transcended perception, aparokshanubhuti. Even after that transcend perception, avatars descend to the relative plane and give glimpses of that. Therefore, it is said that the Vedas and other scriptures have originated from the perception of seers. The case of ordinary jivas is like that of the salt doll, which attempting to sound the depths of the ocean melted into it. अगर लवन की पुतलियां समुंदर को नापने जाए तो क्या होगा? ढूंढे सारे जहां पर लगा पता तेरा नहीं, ढूंढा सारा जहां पर लगा पता तेरा नहीं, जब लगा पता तेरा अब पता मेरा नहीं. So that is the thing. And I searched everywhere. I searched you everywhere, in every being, in everything. But I could not get you. But when I found you, then I am lost. So the thing is, the salt doll which attempting to sound the depth of the ocean melted into it. Do you see? The sum and substance of it is, you have only got to know that you are eternal Brahman. You are eternal Brahman. So today the sloka we are going to discuss, Brahma eva aham asmi iti aparoksha jnanena nikhila karma bandha vinirmuktah syat. Once again I am telling. Brahma eva aham asmi. I am Brahman alone. Eva. I am alone the Brahman. Aparoksha jnanena, by immediate knowledge. Nikhila karma bandha binirmuktah syat. One becomes free from bondage of all karmas. So, by the immediate knowledge, I am Brahman alone, one becomes free from the bondage of all karmas or actions. Yesterday we discussed about knowledge, what kind of knowledge, three types of knowledge. So by immediate knowledge of the self, one does not gain any special power. Unworldly experiences he doesn't get, or worldly achievements also is not attained by self-knowledge, acquiring self-knowledge. One need not stop performing worldly activities or do something extraordinary. Spirituality doesn't encourage that. Spirituality is not a way to become a lazy. Spirituality never condemns us from doing any action. Spirituality never tells us about to have supernatural power that you will do blow and something will happen. Never try. People will cover their nose. Now corona situation is going on. Spirituality is not a mysticism. The whole world is mysticism. What more mysticism we need? We are eating two bread at night and within 2 to 3 hours it is becoming Divakar. What more mysticism you want in your life? Knowledge does not create anything new. There was a gold chain very thin in your neck and in hot summer. So you could not find it out. And it has not that much of weight also, but there is a lot of memory that my father's grandmother's mother's father gave it to his daughter. So after 500 years, I am wearing that and I can't find it out. Someone came and told, oh my God, it is on your neck. Oh, that knowledge did not produce the gold chain. Right knowledge, true knowledge does not create anything new. It only removes the ignorance of the self. The false notion that I am finite is removed. The ignorant man performs action with the notion that I am the doer, and therefore he becomes the enjoyer and sufferer of the results. The realized soul knows that he is neither the doer of an action, means I am akarta, and nor the enjoyer of results, abhokta, and is therefore free from the bondage of action. What we call action, we tell, please don't tell anyone else. Please, just a moment. Sorry, I'm sorry. So, what we think about karma, suppose we have done anything else, great or anything, we tell someone else, hey, please don't tell it anyone else. You know what I have done? This. And again I tell another one, hey, please don't tell it to others. Do you know what happens? Oh, is it? Again we tell someone else. So we tell everyone else that don't tell anyone else. Means whenever we do anything else, in our sense it is verily there, I am the doer. And whenever the doership comes, the sense of enjoyership should come. What is that? The very gross thing is that I will get any materialistic gain or anything else. But what is in a very subtle form, that people will praise me, recognize me, appreciate me, that, oh, what a great soul you are. We always desire that in a very subtle way. How do you know that? Yes, it is so subtle, it cannot be seen. It is seen only through the reaction if anyone insults you. That how much you had the desire to be praised, and whenever it has crushed by anyone else, and I become furious. Isn't it? Also, having attained supreme bliss, there is nothing more to be attained. Praptabhya, there is nothing. And therefore, there remains nothing more to be done. Kartavya. He may perform duties, but he does so with complete detachment. Complete detachment. Nowadays, what we say, Swamiji, don't we have any duties for our family? Duties for parents, duties for all those things. So this kartavya bodh for my limited people comes with complete attachment. Either it is in a gross form or in subtle form. Only a detached person can have or can have right to perform duties. We perform actions compelled from within by a sense of incompleteness. The liberated one performs actions out of sense of fulfillment and with enormous love for all. That realized soul does not seek freedom from action, as he experiences freedom even in action. I just want to mention something. Here, 2 points are mentioned. One is Dridha Nishchayaha and Aparoksha Jnana. And that is only Jivanmukti. Two things. Dridha Nishchaya, firm affirmation, and Aparoksha Jnana, immediate knowledge. So Jivanmukti is Praptasya Prapti. It is not a new thing to be attained. We are Jivanmukta. Always that to be understood, that we are always Jivanmukta. To know about it, it doesn't mean that I was not Jivanmukta earlier and after having knowledge I will become Jivanmukta. Only the wrong notion about ourselves will go. Like, sun is there. Only the cloud comes and covers our vision. And cloud goes off and uncover our vision. In Vedanta Sara, now we are getting into some detailed studies. I don't know how much I can complete, but I definitely complete today this topic, Jivan Mukti. So I will not quote too much Sanskrit. I will just give you the gist in English. So first mantra I will chant from Vedanta Sara 217. जीवन्मुक्त नाम स्वस्वरूपाखंड शुद्ध ब्रह्म ज्ञानेन तदज्ञानवाधन द्वारा स्वस्वरूप अखंड ब्रह्मणि साक्षात्कृते सति अज्ञान तत्कार्य संचित कर्म संशय विपर्ययादीनाम अपि बाधितत्वात् अखिल बंधः अहितो ब्रह्म. Myself, what we consider Atma, is Akhanda Shuddha Brahma, partless, pure Brahman. Through this knowledge, the ignorance about Brahman gets removed, and my intrinsic nature is partless Brahman, that I can understand. Then all my ignorance along with the all bondage, all karmas, all doubts, all Viparit jnanam, the erroneous notion, everything goes away. Some Amrita Tika is over there. Very nicely it is telling that what we think, what we call about Jinda hai, he is alive, means ego, mind, intellect, this gross body, in everywhere, in every sense organs, there is the sense of I-ness. आमित्व का अभिमान, मन बुद्धि अहंकार देह इंद्रिय आदि में मैं का बोध, अभिमान। और मुक्ति का अर्थ है ये अभिमान नहीं रहना. लिबरेशन मीन्स देयर इज नो स्पेस फॉर फॉल्स ईगो. So the thing is, how a person will be a Jivanmukta? Actually, normal, general people has no sense of oneness of Jivatma and Brahmatma. Means the self, individual self and the universal self. So there is, in acquiring knowledge, some problem happens. One is samshaya, there is doubt, and there is viparjaya. That I am having enough confidence and sense of reality in the external object. Two things mainly prevent us to know our intrinsic nature or know the truth. One is samshaya, we can't believe, we have a doubt on scriptures. And another is viparjaya, is viparit jnanam, erroneous knowledge. And enough satyatta buddhi in jagat. So, Brahma Sutra, no, I will not quote Brahma Sutra. In next place, it is told that as a magician never gets deluded by its own magic. Likewise, the Jivanmukta Purusha, the liberated person while living, when he gets up from the samadhi, then in that asamahita avastha, in awakening state, he never gets attached into this very beautiful leather bag filled with urine, stool, calf, flesh, etc., etc., etc. So that is the power of the knowledge. In Shruti, it is there wonderful. Sachakshuhu achakshuhu iva sakarnaha akarna iva samana amana iva sapranaha apranaha iva ityadi srutehe. Shruti is telling चक्षुष्मान होकर भी उनका आचरण अचक्षु जैसे होता है. The Jivanmukta person has verily he is having the eyes, but he behaves like as if he has no eye. That person of realization have ears, but he lives like as if he has no ears. He is having mind, but as if he has no mind. प्राणवान होकर भी प्राण नहीं है ऐसे. What a beautiful, just think. Then in one another place it is there, sushuptavat yagrati yona pashyati, dvayam cha pashyan api cha advayatah, tatha cha kurvan api niskriyah cha yaha, satmavit na anyah ityah nischayah. It is told, some acharya has told, it is there that while awake, they believe, they behave like they are in deep sleep. Means there is no connection with the Jagat. What is the Sangha or definition of Sushupti? In Sushupti, everyone is same. You go to my previous classes in YouTube, you will find, if you are interested, that what is deep sleep state, where everything drops. There is no connection with Jagat and Jagat related, universe related sorrow, happiness, anything else. So जागृत होकर भी उन्होंने सुषुप्ति जैसे रहते हैं. भिन्न भिन्न दृश्य देखकर भी he never sees many. After doing a lot of work, he feels I am nishkriya, I am without work. He is Atmavid, he is the knower of Atma. Another point, very important, that before having knowledge and after having knowledge, the external behavior will be same. Ma Sarda Devi is telling, asking, ভগবান লাভের পরে কি তোমাদের সিংহ যাবে নাকি? ভগবান লাভের পরে তোমাদের কি সিংহ যাবে নাকি? In Vedanta Sar, it is we are getting asya jnanat purvam vidyamananam eva ahara viharadinam anuvrittivat subhavasananam eva anuvrittihi bhavati shubha ashubhayoho audashinyam va. Means before knowledge and after knowledge, whenever they go around, they roam around, they have food and everything will be the same. Only the sense of duality goes, but swechhacharita, I can't remember the exact English terminology of swechhacharita. That what about I am thinking I will do like that, this sort of sense doesn't come. I will come. I don't know. Time is up already. So, I just want to quote you some places. And then I will go into Vivek Chudamani. In Kaushitaki Upanishad, it is there. Na matri bodhena, na pitri bodhena. In Gita, it is there. Yasya naham kuto bhava. Buddhir yasya na lipyate hatya pisa iman lokan nahanti na nivadnate. Nivadhyate. Gita 18 chapter 17 sloka. Then in Naiskarmya Siddhi it is there in 4th chapters. It is there. Actually it is there that after killing some person also, for a Brahmagani there is no killing. He doesn't kill anyone else. It doesn't mean that Shastra is instigating a Brahmagnani to kill, to crime, to make crime. No, no, no. In Naishkarma Siddhi, it is there in 4th chapter, 63rd sloka, that अधर्म से अज्ञान उत्पन्न होता है. Ignorance comes out of adharma. And अज्ञान से स्वेच्छाचार, how it will come in dharma? Because if you are not dharmika, you can't uplift yourself in moksha marga. So Ramakrishna बोलते थे, बेताले पा पड़े नार. If anyone follows truth and established in truth, truth follows him. If we see that Sri Ramakrishna went to Ganga and one hand lamp of clay and another hand some coins and told taka mati taka, I am dropping it. From my whole life I am dropping kanchan, means desire for money and wealth. And it was not only mere words like a children, If you, I don't know nowadays, I'm not very much concerned. In our childhood, small boy used to say, Ma Kali Dipti Bachchi, Ma Kasam, Ma Kasam. So they did not have any idea about what is Ma, what is Kasam. It's not mere child's blabbering. That is why we saw afterwards that if anyone by chance and without Sri Ramakrishna's knowledge could touch some metallic things, in his body used to get deformities because he was imbibed so much in the truth started follow him. That is depicted in the scripture. So, you know the famous story that Swami Vivekananda, how tested him. And how will be Jivanmukta's behavior? It is depicted in Gita 13 chapter 8 sloka, famous sloka. Ama nityamadam bhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shocham sthairyam vinigraha. Or whenever his attitude will be how? The 12th chapter, 13th sloka, it is there. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitrah karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukha sukha kshami. In another place it is there. 14th sloka. Santushta satatam yogi yatatma dridha nischayah Mayyarpitamano buddhihi yo madbhakta same priyaha. I will not explain Gita, please. A lot of people are I had joined with Gita class with many acharyas. So you will just flip the page, just note down what the sloka I mentioned as Jivanmukta Lakshana. But without self-realization, it is not possible. And after self-realization, what happens? If you boil the chana, the gram, or any grains, it looks like the same, but any sprout will not come. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinah rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Second chapter, 59th sloka. I will not go into that details. I will quote some important mantras of Vivek Chudamani. That, wait. Na khidyate na vishayaihi. Okay, leave about the mantras as a sloka. That he doesn't become too much happy when he gets anything else, or he doesn't become too much dukhi or disheartened when he loses anything else. Sukheshu anudvignamanaha, dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigatasprihaha, vitaraga bhayakrodhaha, sthitadhir muniruchyate. Second chapter. Here also the same concept is there, that he is always filled with the juice, the very juice of the nectar of supreme bliss. Ananda ras mein purna hai. He is always content, tripta. खिलौना मिलने के बाद बच्चा जब अपना भूख प्यास दर्द सब कुछ भूल जाकर खेल में निमग्न होता है, ब्रह्मज्ञ व्यक्ति भी ऐसे ही ममता और अहंकार शून्य होकर आत्मा में आनंद मग्न रहते हैं. He never cares for begging bowl, begging food. He is completely free. He is beyond any rules and regulations injuncted by Shastra. He is not afraid. He is without the fear. And he roams around everywhere else. In graveyard, in cremation ground, in dense forest, in the city. Everywhere it is same for him. The earth is his best cot, and sky is his best rooftop. Always in Ananda. He is Abhimana Shunya, egoless. So how long he lives after having this great knowledge? As long his karma, prarabdha karma will be there, so long this body will be there. But it doesn't matter for the jnani. The jnani or realized soul can die anywhere else. His body may not be cremated, may be eaten by some vultures or dogs, because in the jungle, anyone can eat up. It doesn't matter, because his body, mind, intellect has been already burnt out of the fire of knowledge. This body only show off for them to spend time pass. प्रारब्ध कर्म चुकाने के लिए. And it doesn't matter that Brahmagnani should be a rich person. He will have a big ashram, so many centers, a lot of people always surrounding him, a lot of food. Please believe me, I have seen many Brahmagnanis in Narmada or Himalaya. They live in a cave, no ashram. Merely they get food because it is not reachable for the common people. But they are in Ananda, Ananda, and Ananda. In 2000, in the year 2004, I can remember the year because on that time, first time on that time, I went to Badrinarayan and I started trekking to Satapant, Mahaprasthanir Pathe. The way the Pandavas, the five brothers, went to heaven. There one place I saw because the temperature was minus 10 degrees centigrade. A person was completely naked, sitting on the ice, looking at the sky, so beautiful shining face. And snowfall is going on. He was silent at that time. But I felt what Jivanmukta is. So it is possible, it is possible, it is possible. On Monday we will start karma, means in our next class. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamedavasya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om to everyone else.
Hari Om
Hari Om
Swamiji.
Swamiji. Hari Om Swamiji.
Today we are having another more class from 11 o'clock. Try to join Art of Sanskrit Chanting. There we are learning Mahishasur Mardini Stotra. You know very well. So before Devi Paksha starts, we will complete Durga Suktam and Mahishasura Mardini. If you want, you can join. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Pranam Swamiji.